Excellent moment to every one of us from everywhere we are joining from. We say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, determining and depending on your time zone. This is the Global Clusters, and we are on today, Humanity Revolution. We are saying instead of end bad governance, instead of end SARS, instead of take it back, instead of any protests or revolutions that never yielded anything positive to our nation and our country and our continent, we are saying let us do humanity revolution. As our custom is, we introduce ourselves to our humanity revolution video before we welcome our guests to take over. Host, kindly share the video of humanity evolution.
Imagine a world bathed in the soft glow of kindness. Picture a bustling marketplace in Marrakesh, where a vendor offers a warm smile and a kind word to a weary traveler. See a young girl in Tokyo offering her seat on the train to an elderly woman, their eyes meeting in a moment of shared humanity. In a small village in the Andes Mountains, neighbors gather to help a family rebuild after a storm, their shared laughter echoing through the valley. These are not isolated acts of charity. They are threads in a vibrant tapestry of compassion that is being woven across the globe. Each act of kindness, no matter how small, contributes to a larger movement, a revolution of the heart. This is the humanity revolution. The humanity revolution is not a political movement, nor is it defined by any one religion or ideology. It is a universal calling, an awakening to the interconnectedness of all beings. It is a recognition that we are all part of something larger than ourselves, and that our actions have a ripple effect on the world around us. This revolution is fueled by compassion, the ability to understand and share in the suffering of others. It is driven by empathy, the capacity to step into another person's shoes and see the world through their eyes. And it is sustained by respect, a deep appreciation for the inherent worth and dignity of every human being. The impact of compassion is not merely anecdotal, it is deeply rooted in our biology and woven into the fabric of our communities. Studies have shown that acts of kindness release oxytocin, a hormone that promotes feelings of trust, connection, and well-being. When we are kind to others, we are also kind to ourselves. There are countless examples of how compassion and empathy have transformed lives and communities. In Rwanda, survivors of the genocide have come together to rebuild their shattered nation, offering forgiveness and understanding in the face of unimaginable pain. In the aftermath of natural disasters, we see ordinary people performing extraordinary acts of courage and selflessness, putting the needs of others before their own. The humanity revolution is not a spectator sport. It requires each of us to step onto the playing field of life and engage in acts of compassion, empathy, and respect. It challenges us to move beyond our comfort zones, to reach out to those who are different from us, and to extend a hand of friendship to those in need. Start small, smile at a stranger, listen with an open heart, offer a helping hand. These simple acts of kindness may seem insignificant, but they are the building blocks of a more compassionate and just world. Visit theglobalclusters.org to connect with others who are answering the call to action. Together, let us create a world where humanity thrives.
Yes, together let us create a world where humanity thrives. I want to welcome every one of us again on behalf of the global president in person of Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus. We say welcome to today's Humanity Evolution. And of course, on behalf of the 001 Humanity Evolution in person of Uh, Dr. Yaris, we say welcome and we welcome everyone. We have the 002 Humanity Evolution here in person of uh, Dr. Chaplain James Obasanjo, the president of World Humanitarian Organization for Peace and Equity. Thank you so very much, sir, for all you do. We appreciate you. Sir, over to you. It is Humanity Evolution. It is your call. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, am I audible? Can you hear me,
Yeah,
please?
very clear, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm glad to be here again. It has been a wonderful day and it has been a marvelous hour to be together again here in Global Cluster, where everybody learn how to behave well, where everybody learn how to reason well, how everybody stand to say no to discrimination, no to violence, no to hatred, no to hate speeches, no to bullying, no to any other vices that might cause problem for humanity. And that is why we are having this program titled, hello,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
it's all about humanity coming together, retracing our steps where we have got it wrong, instead of putting the blame on the president, on the government, on our neighbors, on our leaders, community leaders, on our teachers, or whatever we have there, even parents. You see some people or children, they will be blaming parents. How they maybe they've sent them to better school. Maybe they have not been this way. Maybe they've sent them out of the country. Maybe there will be a better life and all the rest. So this is humanity revolution, where we can retrace our steps and not to blame anyone and not to shift any blame to anyone. Because when we talk about peace, it has to start from us. When we talk about a change, it must start from us. If something is not going well or moving well, it is a duty to do our part to make sure that that thing works well. So now, humanity revolution, this is another beautiful day when we want to continue where we stop on Universal Declaration of Human Rights. As I've said last time we had this meeting, we have 30 rights from the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which we have dealt with 10 of them. So today we are also going to talk about the other 10 and look into other 10 later to make it 30. Today, if we can easily recap what we learned last time, we talk about the number one of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which is all about we are all born free and equal. We are all born free and equal. That is number one. And this is what gives us respect to one another. If you realize that the way you were born, the other person, irrespective of gender, language, color, is also born the same way. So I think that would demand respect from anyone. Then we also talk about no to discrimination, then the right to life, no slavery, no torture. We have right to no matter wherever you go or you find yourself. Then equal right before the law, your right to protect by law, and no unfair detention, no that is right to trial. And lastly, that right to trial is what where we stopped. saying you can't just arrest somebody without even hearing from that person what really happened. And the next thing to say, you are going to prison. It's not done that way. So everybody have the right of trial. At least you have to hear the person out. So today, number 11 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, we're going to start from there, which says we are always innocent until proven guilty. It just follows the rights to trial. Because if you have been in one situation or the other, or you have been arrested, you need to be heard. Yes, you need to be heard. Either that thing is actually the act is actually committed or not. That is why number 11 says we are all innocent and we are always innocent until proven guilty. So it is wrong to arrest somebody and to say this is the criminal because you have not even heard the person out if truly is the perpetrator of that evil. That is why the police, if they arrest anyone, they will say, this is the suspect. We suspect the person. We don't know yet until investigation is being carried out, until it's been proven with all evidences that this is the perpetrator before you can prove that person guilty. And that will be in the court of law. So we must always understand this. And if humanity understand this, there will be no jungle justice. If somebody just shout thief, 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 now the next thing for people to think of is how to carry machete, carry tire to burn the person without even knowing if the person is the perpetrator or not, if he is the suspect or not. So coming together like this to learn this kind of program is to help us build our community well. Is to help us shun vandalism, problem, other vices, cultism, or whatsoever in our community, and to also promote peace, love among ourselves. Because you hate somebody before, and you now heard that some people are pursuing the person that is stole something. You don't want to hear anything. The next thing is go and attack the person. So you don't need to take laws into your hands. This Universal Declaration of Human Rights says we are all and always innocent until you are being proven guilty. And that will be in the court of law. So this will help us not to engage ourselves in jungle justice. There are a lot of souls that have died in that situation, jungle justice, and they did not know anything about what they are being alleged or accused of. So there must be proper investigation. So I proceed. Number 12 is right to privacy. Right to privacy. We must understand that everybody has right to his or privacy, and it's not right or right for you to intrude into somebody's privacy. For instance, even if you want to enter into somebody's office and the door is not locked, courtesy demands that you knock or you talk for the person to be aware that you want to come in. You want to enter somebody's room, you can't just bang into somebody's room, somebody's affairs. Everybody have right to privacy. I will give some instances of what we've seen that is part of the problem in the society. For instance, you are having private chat with somebody, a friend, parents, guardians, father, lovers, or whatsoever. And the next thing is going to go and screenshot that conversation and start posting it on your social media, maybe on your WhatsApp or whatsoever, you can be charged for that because that person has right to privacy. And what he has discussed with you, it is your personal inbox and not to be shared unless if it is maybe appraisal or something that he or she also have the idea of what you want to use that for. That is, you have to seek the consent of that person. Maybe it's appraisal on your product or what you do. Once he knows that you want to use that as an appraiser, then you give it the consent of going ahead. But sharing the private messages, some people they will just want go online share is against the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So and we really need to work on this. Every one of us, everybody demands privacy. So when something is private, it's private, and it should be kept as such. It should be kept as such. So you have right to your privacy. I have right to my privacy, and nobody. So we should keep that. Everybody has right to privacy. Then freedom, freedom of movement. You are free and you have your right to move to anywhere you want to move to, either to migrate somewhere, live somewhere to another place or whatsoever. You have the freedom, you have your right. Freedom of movement, you have your right. Unless the government declare curfew that no one should go out, maybe for one reason or the other, for safety, for security reasons, accept that, and other special cases like that. But aside from that, you have your freedom of movement. So move to anywhere you want to move to. We are saying this, and do not forget this is humanity revolution. If you also understand that, you will not from one day just jump on the road, intrude into somebody's life and say they will not go. There should be no movement. I've seen a case like that before in Oshodi. One woman was just passing, carry a load and one bag in her hand. One of those stars just jump on away. I said, we will not go until you give them money. That they want to see what is in a bag. Ah, what's concerned with a bag? And that is why even you see in social media that the Inspector General of Police is also saying that no police has right to check your phone. That's part of the privacy. It's your privacy. And movement as well. You can't just stop in anyhow. So everybody, if you understand this, you will not be going against such. That's why we are saying all this. You understand that you have the right. Every other person has the same rights too. You don't want anybody to stop you. Why would just be stopping you and say, sit down there on the floor? Raise up your two hands. For what? So this is what we should know. Then the right to seek a safe place to live. That is why some people are running for to asylum, run for their life, run for safety. And that is why they get to other countries, they say, yes, oh, I'm here oh, because they want to kill me somewhere and I don't want to be killed. They're after my life. I don't want to get killed. That's why I'm here. Please, can you save my life or whatsoever? That is how they give some asylum because you have the right to seek a safety place, a safe place. You need to seek safety, a place where you can live. So nobody can stop you from doing that. It is also in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And that is why you see all these things happening. And that is why it is also acceptable because you have the right to seek a safer place for yourself to live. We'll move further to the right to a nationality. Everyone must surely have a nationality. You can't just wake up today and say you don't have any nationality. You hail from somewhere. You come from somewhere. Yes, you come from somewhere. So wherever you come from, you should be able to have right to the nationality of that country, nationality. And that is why you have some people with dual citizenship because of staying in another country for so many years, they can have the citizenship that become a nationality of that country, maybe by birth as well. Some people, because they are born in that country, they have access to the nationality of that country. So it makes them dual citizen or the remainder nationality and that the citizen of that country. All these things are very important. Some are from their parents. Maybe your father is from one country or the other, the mother, you can have the nationality. It is also your right to have that. It is also your right to have that. We are saying this because if you see someone in this country and is from another country claiming to be a Nigerian, claiming the nationality of Nigeria, you don't need to be fighting such person because the right you have is also the right the person have. So this what we must understand. If we understand this, we will not just be fighting ourselves. We will understand everyone's rights and you will not be infringing to other people's right. Then we proceed to number 16, which says marriage and family. You also have the right to marriage and family of your own. And whosoever you want to marry, irrespective of their race or color or the ethnic groups. For example, in Nigeria, if you are an Igbo person, you are free. You want to marry somebody in uh, Akwa Ibom. You want to marry somebody in Benin. You want to marry somebody in Kaduna. You want to marry somebody in the West here, maybe Ogun State or Lagos State. You have the right to have your family as well. You have the right to your family. You have the right to become a family man. You have the right to become a family woman. This is your right, and nobody can take that away from you. I just watched a video before I come into the class. I saw one grandmother telling the grandson, mentioning some states where the grandson should not marry from, mentioning them. Don't marry there. Don't. And this part of what the problems some of our youths are facing today, from parents telling them not to marry from this. You are free and you have your right to marry. You have your right to marriage. You have your right for to have your family. So you should understand. And nobody should threaten your life on that. Nobody should come up and say you shouldn't do that. And if you have the guidance of your parents, if you understand why is that being said, because they may have their reasons. But the right says you have your right to marriage and whatsoever. So we move to number 17, which says the right to your own things. Right to your own things. right to your own things. What we are seeing in the world today is that a boss will not want somebody working under him to be independent. Yes, there are a lot of cases like that. You don't want such to be independent, to have his own or our own organization, to have his or our own group, to have his or our own things on our own. Is against the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So if we understand this, if your apprentices have already completed the days, let them go free, give them freedom, let them establish themselves, let them have their own things, let them get established and move on. We have some even religious setting. They will not want the members to go, the so-called pastors or workers to go. Everybody have right to their own thing. And the way they want to do it is not by force. You can't force them. This is your right. And also remember that it's also their right. It's everyone's right. If you want to be independent, learn that others too have the same right to be independent, to be free, to have their own thing on their own. Then we quickly move to freedom of thought and beliefs. Because I'm a Muslim man, I will not say or trying to convince a friend that he must come to my religion, to my faith. No, 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 you can't force anyone. Everyone has right to their own belief, to their own thoughts. This is part of the problem we're having today. You will see some people going live, condemning one religion or the other. If governments are doing their job well, all these things have to be, corrected, because it's part of what's bringing problems to humanity. You have your religion, then keep it to yourself. You can't be forcing other people to join your religion. I'm a Christian. I can't be going to other Christian rooms. I'm telling them to start. So we must understand those things. Even in Christendom, I was in a program. So what I realized was I, the people just came and started knocking on our gate when we were still in service. We sent somebody to look who are those on the gate. So when they get to the gate, they saw that it was another Christian faith from another denomination knocking at the gate of a church, another church. They wanted to come inside to preach to people while they were in service. I want you to judge that, assess that yourself, if it's proper or normal. They were conducting their services and you left your own ministry, come to knock at the gates that they should open for you. You want to come and preach to them that they should accept Christ. I know those ones do not love their lives. Anyway, if they love their lives, they will be behaving that way. And if they understand what this right is all about, you won't just do such. You might say you have your freedom, fine. Your freedom will not intrude you to somebody's privacy, somebody's minister, and say they should open for you want to go there. To do what? They have their rights to worship, serve, whatever they want to do. You can't force them. So anything that will bring problem to humanity, we should stop that and avoid any uh, discrimination, any problem from anyone. Please, we must learn this. We must learn this. We should avoid that. People go online, condemn other Christians, mentioning religious names and things like that, causing problem. It is against the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Everybody has freedom of thought and belief on their own. So you can't be forcing them. And you can't be condemning theirs to promote yours. Why? And we have some people who have been doing that. At the end of the day, the so-called thing they have been condemning, it is where they will end their life, claiming to be the best at the end of the day, which you have condemned for so many years, just like Saul. So all these things is what we should know or learn, that everybody has freedom of thought and belief. Then I'll quickly go to freedom of expression. Freedom of expression. If we understand this, we will not be fighting whenever we are having meetings, whenever we are having programs. Because if somebody stand up to give his own expression, comment, illustration, or whatsoever, people will start to condemn. At times, they will not even allow him or her to talk. No, 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 why are we talking like that? Everybody has right to talk. If it is not okay, then you discuss about it. Everybody has right to talk, right to expression. Let them express themselves. The person might not be eloquent. It doesn't mean anything. He has the right to talk. So when we understand this, we will not just come up with a fight or quarrel, start fighting people unnecessarily. And the last but not the least for today's class is about the right to public assembly. Everybody has the right to public assembly. You have the right to public assembly, whichever you want to belong to. So nobody should stop you and say, why are you in that party? Why are you in that group? Why are you in that office? No, no, no. We all have the right. And God has so done this that whatever is your best food might be somebody else's poison. Therefore, you can't force anyone. What you think is the best for you might not be the best for other people. So we should respect other people's right as well. Their opinion, their thoughts, their belief, their faith, whatever they want to believe, the religion, the assembly they want to belong to. So we should also respect that. This is what the Universal Declaration of Human Rights says. So when we understand this, it will help us. It will caution us. It will give us the enlightenment on how to deal with ourselves. And this is where I will drop the curtain for today, while I'll be thanking the president, the global president and founder, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus for the Global Cluster, for having this program to elevate our souls, to enlighten us to say whatever we're agitating for should begin with us. The better world we need should begin with us. The better nation we need should begin with us. The better state we need should begin with us. The better community we need, the better region we need should begin with us. The better family we need should begin with us. The better friendship we need should begin with us, with you as a person. You want a better friendship, then become a better friend. Become a better friend that everybody would like to have. You want a good family, then become a better husband or wife or a better child. You want a better community, what have you done for the betterment of your community? So if we understand this, that it is all it begins with us, it will help us to shape our life well and to able to change our ways for better. So that is what I would say. Thanks for listening. All the global clusters, the ambassadors, the humanitarians, and all that are listening to us. Thank you for having me. I remain Chaplain Dr. James Mercy Obatumibi, the President for World Humanitarian Organization for Peace and Equity, and the superintendent for Regnum Chaplain Ministry, as well as rector for the Regnum International School of Chaplaincy. I'm happy to be here. Thank you. Over to you, the moderator.
Wow. Thank you so very much, sir. I really appreciate that. Please pardon me as I was trying to jot some things. There was some network glitches, maybe it's from my own side. I just want to verify. Just give me a yes, sir, please. Uh, right 18, freedom of thought and belief. Yes, freedom of thought and belief, sir.
Yes, well, yes, number 18.
Yeah, then number 19, freedom of expression. Right?
Yes.
Then number 20,
I can't hear you again if you are there. If it is 20, 20 is the right to public assembly. If you can hear me, can you hear me? Could it be from my hand? I don't know.
We can hear you, sir. It's maybe it's from his
Okay.
end, sir. Good evening.
Oh, okay. So the number 20 is the right to public assembly. So maybe when it comes back, you will be able to pick it up. So thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining. I'm open to any question. Question from anyone, please. Mr. Razim Kendi Azan, thank you. Fumilayo Bakari, thank you. Right to public assembly, thank you. That's number 20. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Kendi. Please, your question, if you have any question, before the moderator is back, so we're able to treat that. Any question from anyone? I'm not really seeing the audience. I will be calling you one after the other to speak. So it can be brought up here so that we
all
can
right.
hear you clearly.
My network, so sorry, network was kind of weak here. Yeah, this number 20, I want to get right to public service, right? Number 20, right to public service.
Right to public assembly.
Okay, public assembly. The next one was
Yes.
all right.
Right to public assembly.
Is it the same as right to association, sir? Is it the same as right to association?
Right to association. So we've not got there. We're just talking about assembly.
Okay, it's not the same as right to association.
Yes. Whatever association you want to belong to. It's the same to association, assembly, Association do assemble as well.
All right, all right. Thank you so very much.
Yes.
We really appreciate you, sir. Yes, we have 17 minutes to round off, and like our custom is, what we do, it's important that we have people on the call to add their voices to
Yes.
what we really appreciate you, sir. Host, let's have
Thank you.
folks on the backstage to come up to add their voices, and of course, if there's needs to ask our chaplain some questions, except if this is like academy, I'm very sure it will definitely shed some light. Yes, let's have those on the backstage brought up to add their voice to what has been shared today. It is a continuation of
Mm.
the human right. Yes, we have okay, I have my brother and friend here, Mr. Rahim. Okay, host, who are you bringing up, host? Okay, I have our great. Now, please add your voice, man. You can unmute, man. Ma, please add your voice. Ambassador, I was okay, you are live. It could be network glitches. The network is kind of funny this evening. All right. Yes, here is my brother. and friend, Cluster Afolabi David.
Afolabi David.
O O
Yeah,
B
the
AI tycoon of the Google
AI
clusters.
tycoon of the Google process. Yeah, good evening, my brother. I just like I
Yes,
told
sir.
you, that title is not for me for now because I'm still learning. Good evening, and Dr. James Messi, Captain James Messi. Good evening, sir. Thank you so very much for this wonderful lecture today. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much. I don't really have any questions so far. I just want to ask for your location in Lagos so that I can just come over to your office and get to know you personally. Because anytime you are online, I always enjoy you. So I feel okay by you. I really want to come over to
I can't hear him clearly.
I
Please,
can't hear him clearly.
can you speak louder, please?
Hello, can you hear me?
Can you speak louder, please?
Yes, can you? Hello, sir.
Yes, go on,
Hello,
It's
sir.
go
it's
on.
better now. Yes, better now. I can hear you well.
Yeah, good evening, my brothers, and good evening, sir, to you, sir. Just like I said earlier, I always enjoy your lecture whenever you are online to teach us some of them or to teach us. So it's really, really, really great to be here today again. So thank you so very much. I don't really have anything to say. I only want to ask if it's okay by you. I would love to have your contact and your office address so that I can just come over to you and meet you in person because there are some things I will need to get from you personally. So if it's okay by you, I don't mind having your contact and so then take it from there. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. I don't know who is speaking, but if you're on the global cluster platform, I'm also there. You can easily have my contact. Then you can easily get that from because clustering Odusagum. What is the other name?
My name is Safolabi Dare David.
Abolabidare, yes.
Yeah, so I really
I mean Odusagum. I want to get another name. So you can
okay.
get my contact. You can easily get my contact from. And he also
Yeah.
knows my office.
Yeah. Oh, good, good. The reason why I'm asking is because I don't want to just get your contact and call you without you being informed at first. So that is why.
Yes.
So since
Very
you're
good.
giving the go ahead now, I will do that. Thank you so very much.
Anybody is free to call me from Global Cluster. Anybody is
Okay.
free to call me.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
so much.
Thank you, sir. You hear from me very soon, sir.
It's a, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks. That will be all for today from me, sir.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Really appreciate. Yes, host, let's have others brought up as we are planning to round off. Okay, I have our daddy here again, cluster and daddy, sir Olufumilayo Bakari. Sir, over to you, sir. It is humanity evolution. Thank you, sir.
Good, good evening, all.
Yes, sir.
Appreciation to Chaplain James. Thank you for today's lecture, and kudos to the founder. It has been always amazing. However, I just want to add that knowing your right is aspect one,
Mm.
understanding that right is aspect two, and where to exercise that right is aspect four. It's a triangular um, synergy for these three phrases. If you know the right and if you understand it and don't know where to exercise it, you're back to square one. In essence, you have to marry all the three together. For example, freedom of speech. Yes, a policeman arrests you. Policeman himself does not know that what you are saying. If you say you do have the right to arrest me, well, where is the warrant letter? This and that. He did not know. And you that knew, where you are saying it may not be palatable, may not be right place. Rather, it should be right to say it probably at the police station for those who can who knows, who understand, and who can equally interpret. So I'm saying that we need to go deep down. You see this cluster, God bless you all. God bless you all, because you are giving us a very good lecture. We need to employ government to, in the first, don't our own time. Remember civic education. So I think I remember Chaplain James. Yes, in that is where we learn all those things. It's no more available. So I think this platform, through the president, can have a tete-a-tete with either local government chairman, minister for education, or whatever, so that this thing will go back to primary school. Some foreign countries, they started teaching them right from infant. So it has now become part and parcel of them, even with the citizen. So immediately you want to exercise that right, that person will, yes, you know the right, and he also know the right. So I'm saying that this platform, this forum, can help us to reintroduce that subject, civic education, into our secondary school, primary school, probably university curriculum. So it will help us, to sanitize the country as a whole. So if that can be done, I think it will be a good plus for this platform. God bless you, sir. God bless everybody on the platform. God bless our president. Thank you.
So we appreciate. Yeah, thank you, sir. Really appreciate your contribution. Letting us know that's not just for you to know, you need to understand, and you need to be actually know the place, the situation whereby these rights could actually be utilized. That's very, very important also. Thank you so very much, sir, Mr. Olufumilayo Bakare. You have been a wonderful, wonderful contributor to this movement. Thank you, sir. Yes, host, let's have others on the call brought up as we move forward. Thank you. Okay, I have my brother here and a colleague, Klosian Rahim Kehinde, Hassan Kehinde. Sir, it is Humanity Evolution. Kindly have your voice, sir.
Good evening, everyone.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
my fellow Clustarian, permit me to stand on the well-established protocol. Firstly, I want to appreciate the presenter, our chaplain, that just delivered a wonderful presentation now. To me, all these rights are very, very important. Right to freedom of speech and the rest. But our Daddy Oluwafunmilayo Bakare, have just said something that there should be a synergy between the three rights. You must know your rights. You must know where to exercise your rights. But I think what we need to do is all these things are being embedded in the school curriculum. For instance, in senior and junior secondary school in Lagos State, I don't know of another state, there is civic education whereby the students are being taught all these rights, all these concepts in civic education. Even at the primary level, there's pre-vocational studies and co. But at the university level, when the student gets to university level, all those things are no more there. They were not taught in the university. So all these courses like GNS, general studies, all these rights, all these declarations should be embedded in all these. Not only that, there should be a time to time sensitization from maybe a kind of community town hall meeting whereby we begin to sensitize people on this right. Because if, as a learned individual, for instance, if police stop you, okay, open your bag, open your phone. So you must be able to tell the police that, okay, you come to my house, you want to start, where's your warrant? What do you, why do you have to start me? So what crime have I committed? Are you suspecting me of one crime or the other? So as an individual, when we know our rights and when we know how to exercise our rights, I think there will be peace. And those that want to go beyond their threshold, we also know that this one is a learned individual. He knows his right to. We cannot pass our boundary here. So I think that's the importance. So I'm happy to be here, Humanity Revolution. So thank you so much. Have a lovely day.
Well, thank you, sir. I really appreciate that contribution. Thanks for being around. It has been wonderful having everyone submitting and having their voices. Thank you, sir. Yes, host, do you still have others? We have 4 minutes to close for the day. Do you have others on the call as we are rounding off? Okay, I have Madam Adejoke Adeleke. It is humanity evolution. Could you kindly, if you are free this time, you can add your voice, ma. Madam Adejoke Adeleke, is humanity evolution, and we are talking about continuation of the Declaration of Human Rights. Madam Adejoke Adeleke, okay, I think she's busy. Could you bring others up, sir? Host, host, could you bring others up as we are running off? All right. Thank you, everyone. We really appreciate our facilitator for today, in person of Dr. Chaplain James Obasumobi. Thank you very much. Really appreciate. Thanks for all you do, the 002 Humanity Evolution. Thank you for spending your time again to be around. That there's something happening in our corner here to support the nation. We are here, like today, we are talking about the continuation of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, giving us the insight about we as humans, how we need to know all these rights that make us to respect ourselves, that make us to see ourselves valuable. This will help us to fight and to prevent harassment in any way. And if I am not harassed, or I'm not intimidated, if I am not oppressed, I won't think of avenging or fighting others. There will be peace. So it is very important that we do this and we put this into heart. So to as many that have joined us on YouTube, we say thank you. To as many that have joined us on Facebook, thank you. And as many that have found their way into the studio today, we say thank you so very much. We appreciate the Global President, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus. Thank you for all you do, sir. Thank you for bringing this kind of platform to bring everybody together to teach us, to train us for a better nation. Because for us to have a better nation, we need to have a better people. And how can we be better? It's through training. I really appreciate you bringing the president of WOP to us again today, coming and dishing us with wisdom, with knowledge, so that we can be empowered to live a better life. Thank you so very much. Before we go today, we ask ourselves, who are we? We are the community of professionals or upcoming professionals. We are the community of technocrats or upcoming technocrats. We are the community of entrepreneurs or those that want to become entrepreneurs. And what do? We share accurate knowledge of our industries, of what we do, because we believe that it is the right knowledge that gives the right power. We share accurate information because we believe that when you have the right information, it'll be like a bridge for you to link up from where you are to where you ought to be for better. And we share accurate connection because we believe that it is to whoever you are connected with determine what to collect in life. We are not just a social media platform where you can meet up with people, where you can do all the features that you have on your Facebook and your LinkedIn. We are not just a social media platform where you can sell your market, you are a marketplace, or where you can just come to make money. Yeah, all these are embedded, but the most important factor of the global clusters is nation building, working together one person at a time to make our nation great again, uh, taking ourselves, painting our image again as that great people, good people that we are. We are not all bad. We have people here that are willing and are ready to make Nigeria better again. And it starts with us, one person at a time. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and every Wednesday we have our genuine love revolution. Yes, that's another ingredient that is needed for nation building. But you can take your time, check us on Play Store. We are on Play Store. Check the Global Cluster on Play Store to learn more about the social media platform, or you go to www.theglobalclusters.org. That is GlobalClusters.org. You learn more about the global clusters, and as you join us, you see that every day, as you join us in our meetings, you will have value, you get value, and we grow together to make our nation better again, and of course, to make Africa great again. I am Oluwaseyi Odusagun. I say thank you on behalf of the global president, and of course, I thank and I appreciate our facilitator today. Thank you so very much, Champion James. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, everyone. I say bye for now. Thank you.